What's up guys, my name is Moo. I'm a college student who loves reading and I'm here to share that love with all of you. I try to make it seem like you are getting different videos on different days. Like I change my clothes and stuff. But my cat is in the exact same position as the last video, so I feel like it would be kind of easy to tell that these videos were filmed one right after the other. But, oh well. This video will be a little different. I'm excited for it. It'll be a little lighthearted. It's just me yapping. We are going to talk about tropes in romance books and my opinions of them, because why not? I think a tier video is fun. So if you don't know what a tier list video is, it's really just me ranking the romance tropes I like in different categories. So as you can see on the screen, I'm gonna put it right here. I have a tier list of opinions and tropes to go along with it. We have 20 tropes that I'm just going to go over, and we are going to discuss why I feel the way I do. Some are more straightforward, some I will have a little more of an explanation, but it's really just going to be a fun video. And I have had to film some heavy videos recently, so I'm excited to do something just kind of fun as well. So let's get started. I licked my microphone a little bit, ew. So first I'm going to explain the 5 tiers and why I named them the way I did. First is read it every time. I will pick up this trope every time I see that this trope is in the book. I go, that sounds like a book for me. I love these tropes. Next is Def Up There. Again, pretty self-explanatory. It's up there. Maybe I won't read it every time, but I still really enjoy it. Next is Really Depends. In this case, it's more, I like this trope in some circumstances, but not others. And why is that? I don't know, I'll explain it at the time. But that is kind of the gist of that one. Next one is the plot has to be really good. This one I avoid most of the time, but if the plot is so good that I cannot resist, sure, I will read it. And then the last one is absolutely not. I will not read a book if it has this trope in it. Absolutely not. So, with that explanation out of the way, I guess we should just get into it. First up, the tried and true, the enemies to lovers. In this category, you have stuff like Pride and Prejudice. I think you know where this is going. This is one of the most popular tropes for a reason. It's so good. Is it good in real life? No. Don't fall in love with your enemy in real life. I just don't think it's a great idea. But in the context of literature, mwah. Oh, I love it. That is going into read it every time, for sure. I constantly seek out enemies to lovers. Next is your niche focus romance. This is the type of romance where the genre, the whole shtick of the book revolves around one thing. Like, for example, you have like a pho love story, which is about 2 people in a rival pho shop. Like the shtick is it's pho, you know? You have your tried and true Christmas tree farm. You have the coffee shop romance. You have your cozy romance, which those two have both been very popular these days. And for me, the shtick has gotta be like really good for me to go immediately yes. Because for me, I just will read different romances. I love a good wide variety of genres as long as it's like pretty cutie, pretty wholesome. That is like my favorite. But there is just a lot of niches that I just don't enjoy in any way. So I would probably say it really depends. It's probably more in the middle of Deaf Up There and Really Depends, because I love a good shtick. I love a good like niche obsession that the author has that they turned into a full-fledged novel, but it can be pretty hit or miss for me. So I am going to put it in Really Depends. Next up, we have Forbidden Love. Again, in probably most situations, I would so read this. I love a good forbidden love story. The tension is so good. It's just, my love prevails for you even after. However, when it seems like they're being irresponsible to the point where it's no longer fun to read, I'm so not into it. Like, I want the forbidden love to be forbidden for irrational reasons. Not because there's like actual reasons why these people should like dislike each other or stay away from each other. Like, I'm not gonna start reading a serial killer romance because, oh, it's forbidden. No, that's irresponsible on the girl's part. It's not my thing. But rival families, people in like rival industries, royalty-based stuff, mwah, I love those. So I will definitely be putting these in Deaf Up There, but you know, it's not a will read every time type thing. Next up, you have the tried and true Friends to Lovers. Another one that I really love. There's not as much tension as Enemies to Lovers, but I love how it is the feeling of inevitability. Like, it's going to happen. They're going to get together. There's, you know, the pining after so long of knowing this person. It's just really cute. It's usually very wholesome. And that is something that I really enjoy. As I said before, love a wholesome romance overall. Like, that is my genre of choice. So I am obviously putting this in Read Every Time. So good. And next, I have Royalty. Read Every Time. Here is why. I am a writer. I am going to put the number on screen how many times I have written a Royalty short story. Will I share any of them? Absolutely not. But I will tell you that I have written this many. I love royalty fics. So good. I love royalty stories. So good, especially when it's like fantasy Disney princess-esque type of thing. Like, you're pretty like girly, Pretty in Pink royalty type stuff. I like reading the stuff that are like actual like political, socioeconomic kingdoms type stuff on occasion, but my escapism book of choice is just wholesome little romance stories about princes and princesses, or princes and normal people. Wow, so good. So that is going in Read It Every Time. For Billionaire, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I know a lot of people like it. I don't want to indulge in that type of capitalism in any semblance. That's just not my thing. I struggle to believe that 99.9% of billionaires can even be a little bit ethical. I am the type of person that believes in the good of humanity. For most billionaires, I don't think that they're in the category of great people. I like giving people grace, I like giving people nuance, but until I see an actual ethical billionaire, I'm not gonna be into this. And also, when I think of billionaires, I think of like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. Ew. Like, nope. Absolutely not. So, that's my absolutely not. I will not read that. just that's a pretty hard no for me. That's something that I have never been into. I probably never will be into. I don't want to participate in capitalism in my escapist romance books. Next is a fake relationship. I love a fake relationship. I feel like it can be a little bit hit and miss for me, but for the most part, I love a fake relationship. It's so fun for me, and it's also just so silly, because when in real life would that ever happen? Never, you know? So it's just so funny for me to hear the scenario. It's like so tropey and so literature based. Like, it is not based in realism at all, but I love it so much. So I'm going to say Def up there, just because there's some that I don't really enjoy, because it just is, it can be cringy sometimes. I think that if done wrong, it can be pretty cringy, but when done right, mwah, oh, so good. Next is a good soulmates fic. For that, it really depends, because there are some really creative soulmate stuff out there, and it is fun to believe in soulmates, but there's some concepts that just kind of like bore me. So the premise of soulmates really isn't for the soulmate aspect itself, rather the gimmick of how one finds their soulmate. I think that people are really creative in that way. Like, you know, you have your tried and true red string theory, right? That there's a red string pulling you to your soulmate, and it's just tugging you closer and closer until you get there, right? There's stuff like that that's fantastic, but there's other stuff that I'm like, nah, that doesn't sound very fun for me. So for this one, I would say really depends, but I'm quite open to it. And then you have your second chances. Now, unfortunately, I would say the plot has to be really good. I'm not swearing off of this completely, but I'm telling you, like, the plot has to be really good, because I don't like angst. I am not into it. I read romance for escapism. I read it because it's fun and it's easy to consume and turn your brain off for a little while and just be happy reading these wholesome little romance stories. Second chances, it kind of very much implies that they were hurt before and are giving this person a second chance. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but I think that there are things that people can do that are really bad, and the things that some people in these tropes come back from, insane. I'm looking at you, Colleen Hoover. What the hell? But if the plot is really good and it isn't too angsty, I can do it. I just don't like books in this genre where they're feeling really sad for a really long time. I cannot do that. Another one that I really do not like and I've never liked is Amnesia, because again, it's just so angsty. I don't think I've ever come across a book about amnesia that I've actually enjoyed, so I'm going to put this in absolutely not. I don't think there's too much explanation for it. I just think it's really angsty, and I don't like the pain that people go through during those books, so I'm putting it in absolutely not. That is just one trope that I see. If there is amnesia, I immediately go, nope, not for me, not for me. Another really good one though is childhood crushes. I think that's so cute. Imagine being in a scenario where you had a crush on someone when you were like in elementary school and they end up being the love of your life. Like, isn't that so cute? I am just obsessed. I'm obsessed. It's just adorable. It's going in depth up there, because while it is not one that I run to every single time, it's one that is usually pretty tried and true that I read pretty often. Next we have werewolves, and that's just another thing that I've never really been into that much, but I'm not going to see that a book has werewolves and go, no, I won't read it. So I'm going to put it in the plot has to be really good because it's just never really been my thing for some reason. I couldn't really tell you why, but I've just never really been into werewolves. One book that I do like with werewolves a lot that I read when I was in middle school, so if it's not good, I'm sorry, but Fateful? Insane plot. It's about werewolves on the Titanic. Like, that's crazy, and I thought that was such a funny concept, so I read it and it ended up being something that I enjoyed. So there are exceptions, but usually if there are werewolves in a book, I will say no to it. Next is vampires. It's a really depends for me because you have like your Twilight vampires and it's like, not really for me. But then you have like Dracula and it's also like, I don't know about that. But if you have like hot vampires in a way that's like not cringy, I think I like it a lot. I think I've liked vampires a lot more than I've liked werewolves. So I would put it in really depends. But it's another thing of just like, I can't really explain why I like it more than werewolves. I just do. So I wouldn't say that supernatural romance in general is something that I really gravitate towards, but I definitely gravitate to vampires more than I do werewolves. I wonder how much my mom is learning about me watching this video. I'm not saying anything crazy, but I don't know. Mom, are you learning stuff? I hope so. Okay, well. Next is a celebrity romance. I would also put this in the plot has to be really good. There's some that I like, but I just don't like books set in urban settings. And I know that's really weird, but like if it's set in like LA or New York or Chicago or Miami or like cities like that, it's just like not interesting to me. And it's, again, I can't place why. It just is boring to me. It's like how I can't place why action movies are super boring to me, but they are, you know? It's why I can't place why sports I've never been interested in, I'm just not. I just don't like books set in that setting. It's funny because I'll watch like K-dramas that are like an actress and a lawyer. They fall in love, you know, and that stuff is a little more interesting to me, but I don't necessarily seek it out. I think the plot has to be really good for me to actually enjoy it, or else I probably will not like it. I also think it's really hit or miss when the celebrity is like stuck up, because I don't really like that. Starstruck? The real ones know Starstruck. Terrible quality movie. Childhood. My childhood. But I love the wholesome celebrity finding love in the most odd places. Like, that's fun for me. So that's why it says the plot has to be really good, so I will probably not pick it up much. But if I do, and the plot is good, I will enjoy it. Age gap? Absolutely not. If you are a 100-year-old vampire, why are you at a high school? It doesn't matter that you got turned when you were 17, 18. You look old enough to join the workforce. Just join the workforce. I don't like age gap in any semblance. Like, if you are 16 to 25 and the age gap is more than 2 or 3 years, If you are over 25 to probably like 50 and the age gap is more than 5 years, no, I hate it. Like, that is just the worst for me. Wow, we're like really even right now. That's kind of funny. I didn't know that it would be like that. I did not do this tier list beforehand. I wanted to do like live reaction. So only one bed, deaf up there, deaf up there. Again, another thing really tropey that only exists in media. So good. It's so funny. I love how creative people can get with it, because it can get really tropey and really repetitive, but some people are really creative with it. You probably would not have heard of this unless you are really into both romance books and or fan fiction. But let me tell you, the one bed trope, actually good. Which is silly, but it's actually good. Arranged marriage, another one that is def up there. I think that it can depend, but there's some good arranged marriage that is up there, especially when it's an enemies to lovers arranged marriage. Mwah! So good. It can turn so good. I'm just obsessed with it. I don't know what else to say except that it's just really good. Single parent, that's one for me that I would say absolutely not. I do not like kids. I do not want kids. I don't want romance that involves kids. So I feel like this is probably an unpopular opinion that I will, like, 99.9% of times not pick up a book if it says that it has kids in it. But that's just my opinion. Another one that is definitely up there is slow burn. Love a slow burn. It feels so rewarding in the end when they finally get together and it's like, oh, I've been waiting for so long. And it's just so fun to wait, but it's so frustrating. And like, you know it's coming in the end, but you just don't know when. And it's just any page it could happen. It's just so fun. So that is why I love it. And then another one is Tension Break Confession. I will say I read it every time. I love it when they're like arguing or like they have a misunderstanding or like they're yelling about something positively or negatively, whatever, and there's just this tension in the room, and then all of a sudden, like through the tension, one of them reveals their feelings, and all of a sudden everything crashes down and they're like, oh my gosh, like I love you, and it's like, wow. Ah! My voice is going out because I love it so much. It is so good. I can't get enough of that. I want to see more of that. If you have any recommendations where that happens, where they're like arguing or whatever, and then like the truth comes out, drop those in the comments below because I want to read them. But yes, here is my finished tier list. I see a lot of these tropes really positively. They're tropes for a reason. People love them. I love original books. I love it when people take these tropes and spin them around and make them super creative. But sometimes you just need a really tropey book to get you through the day. And for the two top rows, those are my favorites. So with that, I'm going to end the video. Make sure to comment down below what your favorite trope is in romance literature. Even you, Gladys, I know you love it. And if you like videos like this, subscribe. Tell me if you liked videos like this because I will do more videos like this if you would like. If you have any tier list suggestions, also drop those in the comments. I would love to make videos that you guys will enjoy. So, without further ado, this has been Moo. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!